Hey there, Gavin here from UltimateReloader.com. In this video, we're going to pick up where we left off last time in the Hornady Lock-N-Load Iron unboxing video by getting this press completely set up. By the end of this video, we're going to be pretty much ready to start loading rifle ammunition. My plan is to load 6.5 Creedmoor for the Ruger Precision Rifle project that we're going through. Cannot wait to try out this press. So let's get it set up. So the first thing we need to talk about is mounting the press. And what I'm going to use here is the Inline Fabrication Ultra Mount. This is a riser and a mount all in one. It typically mounts to your bench with 1/4 inch lag screws or bolts, whatever you're going to use. Now in this case, in order to adapt this to the Ultimate Reloader bench system, all I had to do is do a 3/8 inch hole. I had used the same holes on the front edge and I created 8-inch separated holes so that I could basically mount this Ultra Mount right down to the bench. I did a 32nd of an inch over drill, so I had a little bit of slop, but wow, this thing is super solid. I'm expecting great performance here. Dan at Inline Fabrication, he makes great stuff. So we're going to take the bolts that are included with the Ultra Mount and mount the press. That's going to be our first step. So what we need here is a 1/2 inch socket and a 1/2 inch wrench, and we're going to just drop the press on here. It's going to line up right perfectly with the holes. Nice and snug. There we go. Now let's mount the press handle. So you'll notice here we've got an ambidextrous mounting option. There's 2 holes. Since I'm right-handed, I'm going to get the press handle started in the right hole, of course. Snug that down. All right. Okay, so next I'm going to make some adjustments to the priming system, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the ram all the way up, and then I'm going to attach the priming system return spring. The goal is to make sure that when the ram is in the top position and the primer slider is all the way back, that we have perfect concentricity between the priming cup and the base of the primer drop tube body. So this is going to make sure that our column of primers is perfectly concentric with that punch so that it can just drop down. Now there are 4 adjustment screws here for the base, and what I'm going to do is just loosen these so that I can move this body for the priming system just ever so slightly. I want to make sure that this is snugged down nicely, double check to make sure that we're concentric there. Okay. All right, let's install a shell holder. We're going to pop that in. We're going to put the keeper down here and then press down on this plate. Okay, there we go. Now I've got some modifications to do here because the handle is hitting the bench here, but you'll notice here that I've got plenty of reach with the ram, so I think it's going to be a non-issue here. Let's finish putting the priming system together. So the primer drop tube is going to have a little bit of a cut on the end that you want to insert down into the priming drop tube body, and then the shield goes down, threads down. This is very much like the Lock-N-Load AP, and then the plastic cap is going to go on the top. Okay, the next thing is to mount the bin bracket and die rack up here on the top. Now there's a bunch of different things that we can do with this area up here on the top. we can install accessories like this large primer pocket cleaner. I'm going to be loading 6.5 Creedmoor, so I might want to use that. We can throw a case neck brush up here, and then we're going to use the supplied tray over here with the bracket for bullets or whatever, brass. Use it really for either. Okay, have some dies back here. Let's check that out. Very cool. Awesome. So let's put some bins in place. Got the front bin here. Got the primer catcher, which snaps kind of on the back, and then there's a peg that rests near the primer return spring. And then we've got our bin on the side. So we're almost there with the press. All we need to do is put some stuff together for the powder measure, and we'll be there. All right, so to put the powder measure together, we're going to start with the handle. We're going to use the supplied Allen wrench. Got 2 of those, and this is going to help us to manually actuate the powder measure to throw the powder charges. The body for this powder measure is actually the same as the case activated powder measure that you'd get with the Hornady Lock-N-Load AP press. So it's nice to have that interchangeability. Okay, so we're going to finish snugging down that handle. Okay, quick note. With these drop funnels, what I found with the Lock-N-Load AP is that the 22 cal is a little too small diameter for H4350 powder, which I'm using with 6.5 Creedmoor. But the 308 drop funnel is just a little bit big. The case neck can press up inside. So what I've done is I've drilled this out to a 1/4 inch, which is just perfect. I had an extra one from another powder measure. So we're going to install that drop funnel in there. We're going to use our supplied lock ring to secure the powder measure to the mounting bracket. Now I've done something special with this mounting bracket. I've actually drilled an extra hole in it so that I could use it with my Ultimate Reloader bench system. Okay, so I will probably snug that down with a wrench, although that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to take a 3/8 inch bolt, run that over, and then drop our bracket down, and then this nice knob here works great with the Ultimate Reloader bench system. Okay, we're ready to roll. Well, setup of the Hornady Lock-N-Load Iron Press went very straightforward. We've got the inline fabrication ultra mount. It's the Hornady Lock-N-Load AP ultra mount. It works great with the Hornady Lock-N-Load Iron. Everything's integrated with the Ultimate Reloader bench system. I can't wait to start loading some ammo, and that's what's up next. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss out any of the action on this channel, please subscribe. And as always, there's a more detailed write-up on ultimatereloader.com. So we'll catch you all later.